Hey Forefront, this is Jackintheway. My friends call me Jack, and that's Pikachu right there. And this is my video for the application to the residency program. I'm really excited about this program. It's kind of an incredible dream come true opportunity, I know for myself and I'm sure many others. And yeah, I'm really excited about what I might be able to bring to this residency and what this residency might be able to provide for me as an artist. So I just want to say that I'm going to make this application video public because I figure with the ethos and sort of the mission and the values of the residency program of bringing people into the creative process, why not bring them in right now as I'm kind of figuring out what the project is and how I want to present it to you all in this application. So that being said, I want to talk a little bit about where I was at before my dive into Web3. So before Web3, in 2020, I experienced a creative transformation, which included a bunch of things, but it really went from me being sort of like this recording artist rapper guy to really embracing sort of the multifaceted aspect to which I'm a digital creator and a music maker. So I still rap, I sing, I write, I produce, I do graphic design, so I do cover artwork and I edit videos and do things like that. So it really meant really accepting some parts of myself that I thought were unnecessary or inconvenient in a previous life, you know? So that transformation led to me streaming on Twitch live and showing my process to people that really cared to watch it. And that also then, because of that, it inspired me to start my own podcast called Wayspace, where I talk about the creative process, I talk about spirituality, and I, at times, I'll say things and I really like to talk in a way that, so that the person listening feels like I'm in a conversation with them, you know? So that being said, after all of that, it then gave me the courage, it equipped me with the courage to dive into what I like to call and what a lot of my peers call collective creation. And that started with Song Camp. Over the last year, I really took a step back from a lot of my personal projects. I still continued them, but just not in the same way because I was really wanting to experiment with what it's like to be part of a group, what it's like to be part of a community and a collective and not just try to do everything on my own, you know? So that being said, I got to experience Camp Electra last year, voicing a character in a story. Camp Chaos this year being a guide to musicians and making some music myself collectively as this headless artist called Chaos of 80 musicians. It's nuts. And also I had the opportunity to create music for Forefront's FF Daily podcast. So that was an amazing opportunity to connect with another community and, be in a vulnerable place with something like that, but ultimately in the long run, it being so fulfilling. So that being said, I want to get to the project that I am incredibly proud of. This project is called Jackpot. It was self-produced and created live on my Twitch stream. As I said, it was great to bring the community in, and it was really a turning point and paradigm shift in my career, which prepared me for the ability to accept a new creative identity. So it really would not have been possible without this community. It's very near and dear to my heart, and but at the same time, it does feel like it left me with a question, this kind of question of how can I bring my experiences in collective creation in Web3, all of the new internet, these spaces, together with my personal projects in a way that is authentic, that's sincere, but that also strengthens community, brings people in, not necessarily around me and what I'm doing per se, but more like use what I'm doing creatively as a catalyst to ignite some community involvement, engagement, and enjoyment. So that being said, with the time I have left, I want to share what I plan to do. I'm going to create an album, my most ambitious album to date. I'm going to release my debut NFT. I still haven't released my own personal NFT, and it'll be a self-produced, self-created, self-designed animated music video for my first single, In My Head, which I'm really excited about. And they have momentum. I've done some work on them, but now's the perfect time to bring people into the creative process and show them what's going on and have their input. So also, as part of my mission, I want to incorporate community and spirituality into the creative practice of this residency. And so I'm turning the Wayspace podcast into a Twitter Spaces series that adapts Wayspace into a community experience. Thank you so much for your time.